Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have some more news today, so as always, let's get straight to it. First of all, the very first thing we're going to take a look at are the upcoming paint schemes for the Jurassic Justin, aka Caldera Collectibles Allosaurus. He's given 4 different paint schemes, all of which will be purchasable once the figure is ready. The first one is kind of based on like the toy-like version, but I think it looks super cool and is very reminiscent to what you also see in Jurassic World. And then we've got the second version, which is more of like the Battle at Big Rock, sort of Jurassic World Dominion style coloration, which I think also looks fantastic, definitely very nicely done. On top of that, we as well have the Big Al version, which is really cool. Anybody that has been a fan of dinosaurs for an extended period of time should have a nice soft spot in their heart for Big Al, so having a Big Al inspired paint scheme for this Allosaurus is insanely cool. And then the final one is the Hasbro Allosaurus coloration, which honestly, in my opinion, I think might be the winner here, because this coloration is iconic, if you ask me, and looks absolutely fantastic on this figure. So really excited for the release of this Allosaurus, and I honestly don't know which coloration I would go with. There's just so many good ones here. This is going to be a very tough decision. I also wanted to show you guys these images because SP Art Projects is working on his very first Sora Pod, and already, even though there's not really a whole lot that's been done to it, it's looking pretty epic. It's looking like it's going to be a massive model, and with SP Art Projects behind it, I can't even begin to fathom how amazing this is going to be once it is finished. I also wanted to let you guys know that as far as the Clone-a-saurus Miniatures game is officially going to launch summer of this year of 2024. So if you have been following along with this game and all of the incredibly cool miniatures, I think it's definitely a good time to get excited, a good time to get hyped, some of which we've actually reviewed here on the channel, like this T-Rex that you can see here. I have actually reviewed that because that was created by Clinch Art and is now a part of the Clone-a-saurus game. And as we move through the images and stuff, you can just see all sorts of different dinosaurs as well as humans and stuff that are going to be available when it comes to this incredible miniatures game. There's a lot that is included, and it honestly looks fantastic, like beyond cool. And the miniatures themselves, you know, even if you don't care about the game, the miniatures are incredible enough to collect. So definitely something to keep your eye out for, and of course I will include a link in the description to Dino Island Minis on Instagram so you can follow along with their progress. Also, when it comes to the beasts of the Mesozoic, we have a look at the first paint samples of the Utahraptor, and just as it did when it was in the prototype phase, it is absolutely gorgeous. The coloration on this is so incredibly natural, and the factory overall did a great job of applying the paint to the figure. It looks exactly as I remember it looking on the original prototype, and again, is definitely a very welcome release if you ask me, because there are, for some reason, are just so few Utahraptor figures out there. Like, you just don't see that dinosaur get made very often, so to have an incredible, super articulated version in the Beasts of the Mesozoic line is incredibly exciting. And especially to have one that looks just as beautiful as this one does. David Silva always goes above and beyond, and he certainly has done that with this amazing Utahraptor release. And then when it comes to Nanmu, they have shown off the paint schemes for their upcoming Smart Series Super Articulated V-Rex. You can see the first one here is kind of more of like your classic coloration, and just in general, the sculpt, man, is that ever so good. It is easily one of the nicest V-Rex I've ever seen. And then we also have the reddish version, which is actually the same coloration we had on the original release from Nanmu of their V-Rex. So it's very cool to have that coloration reappearing on their Smart Series version as well, because I was a massive fan of that color on the first release. Also, when it comes to Passion Charger, he has shown off some images of his Ode to Jurassic Park, the obviously very stylized version of his Tyrannosaurus Rex, but clearly it is a tribute to Jurassic Park, and I think it looks super nice. Like, Passion Charger always does a great job, but I'm just so intrigued to see something so different from him, because I've never seen him sculpt out a model as stylized as this, and again, I think he's done a great job of paying homage to Jurassic Park while also giving it the Passion Charger charm. So if you are interested in grabbing one of these, I will include a link in the description to where you can contact Passion Charger on Facebook to inquire further. And then when it comes to Mattel, I have to give a shout out and a thank you to Adriel Cleary, who had actually sent me many different images to show you guys. He doesn't know exactly where they originated from, so I do apologize to whoever initially found the images or posted the images, but we've got quite a few things here to look at. The very first is an image of the in-hand Bahadasaurus and Maposaurus, and I will say they look really nice, actually, like even better than I was expecting them to look, so I'm very excited about those figures coming. We also have an in-box image of the upcoming Epic Attack Spinosaurus, and the more I see this figure, the more I fall in love with it. I think it might actually end up being my favorite Spinosaurus to come from Mattel so far. It just looks so cool, and the paint apps are actually quite nice on it as well. On top of that, we've got this image showing some upcoming gate crashers for Target, one of which is the 93 Classic Tyrannosaurus Rex and Vehicle Pack. And I'm very intrigued to see what that is, because obviously anything 93 Classic is a fan favorite on my side of things, but again, with a vehicle and everything included, cannot wait to find out what that's going to be. But there's also an Owen and Gyrosphere breakaway pack coming as well, which is definitely interesting. Pretty excited to find out what those are. And he had also sent me an image of the upcoming minifigures. I don't know if this is just the entire minifigure line or if maybe this is the advent calendar. It looks like it's probably the advent calendar, which regardless I am very excited about. I always love the advent calendars, and it's very nice to see so many new figures included in this advent calendar, because most times we kind of get gypped when it comes to new figures in the advent calendars, so definitely something that, again, I'm very excited about. Overall, it looks like a great line of minis. But on top of that, and a thank you goes out to Jurassic Wonder World, we have a better look at the upcoming Crushivores version of the Spinosaurus, and I will say this thing looks cooler and cooler every time I see it. Not everybody's a big fan of the more child-oriented stylized dinosaurs, but I think this might be one of the best ones that they've released overall, and looks absolutely awesome, especially in the teeth. The teeth have an actual genuine sharp look to them, so definitely one that I'm absolutely grabbing and adding to my collection. Hopefully it releases at some point in the near future. And the final thing that I have for you guys is yet another Mattel Chaos Theory set that has been unveiled. I actually found these images on eBay as someone from Australia, I believe, was potentially selling this set, but as you can see, we have the Kenji Moto Chase Pack, which features a repainted version of an Utahraptor, as well as a baby Velociraptor, and of course the more adult version of Kenji on a motorcycle. So nothing super amazing, something that is just another fun set that again features dinosaurs we've had plenty of times, but at least we have the adult version now of Kenji. So in the comment section, let me know what you guys think of all of this, and of course like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.